Over the last month, our agency has made over $150,000, and most of that has come from selling PPVs in the chats themselves. But this was not the case when I first started. We used to send PPVs and nobody would buy them until we found a selling strategy which actually worked. Now, you're probably leaving quite a lot of money on the table with your current PPV pricing structure. So in this video, I'll break down the secrets to setting the perfect price for your OnlyFans content, whether you're a model or you're an agency owner. If this is implemented correctly, you can easily 5x your earnings. So let's just dive straight in. So the first tip I would give to anyone, whether you're a model or an agency owner, is never price the first PPV ridiculously high. So how do we actually know what to price something for a subscriber if he hasn't actually been on the page before? We usually use a very general pricing structure. We'll start at 15, we'll then go to 25, we'll then go to 45, we'll then go to 65, and if he's bought all of these ones, we'll then go to 100 or 120, depending on what we're going to sell. Now, the next time you come along to send to this subscriber, maybe start off sending the first PPV for 19 instead of 15. You always want to test those limits, right? Because if you're not testing the limits, then you're not getting the most out of that individual subscriber as you could do. Now, the reason that you want to do this is because you're pretty much playing with the customer's psychology, right? Without him knowing, you're getting him used to his habit, which is pretty much buying PPVs, right? So you want to start this low and you want to start this small, because if you can do these two things, start it low and start it small with not too much of a crazy video, the customer's getting used to spending on the platform. And you know, for a lot of people, spending on the OnlyFans platform is kind of crazy. They don't think they're the type of person who's going to spend on the platform until someone actually hits them with a good selling strategy. And that's where we're going to come in to price the very first PPV between $5 to $20, let's say, not go any higher than that. You know, get them used to spending on the platform. And because it's not going to be a crazy explicit video for the first one, the customer is going to be wanting more and more and more, where he's literally just going to be begging you for more content. You know, the worst thing you can do as a chatter or a model or an agency owner is build rapport with a subscriber, try and get him to the point where he wants to spend money on content, hit him with an $80 PPV, and then he just leaves the platform and never comes back to speak to you again. That's hours of work for pretty much no money, where you could get the first PPV for maybe $5 to $20 and then maybe go to 35, then maybe go to 55. And in the customer's mind, it's not as crazy doing it like that, even though by the end of it, he's still going to have spent the same amount of money, or most likely even more. Now, the second tip I want to go through is a very, very important one, and it's going to be using dynamic pricing. So what I mean by dynamic pricing is you pick a different selling strategy for every single subscriber. And of course, this is very difficult to do on the OnlyFans platform itself, but if you're using a tool like Inflow or Creator Hero or BuddyX, whatever you're using, it's much easier to see the subscriber's history, PPV history, what he's unlocked, what he's left locked. And that way you can sort of create your own dynamic pricing strategy based on what he's previously done. So let me just give you an example so it's a little bit easier for you to understand. Say, for example, last time a chatter was on the account and we can see that the subscriber bought a $15 one, a $25 one, a $45 one. We tried to sell for 65 and he didn't unlock the 65. He just went offline. So now you're in a new conversation with that same fan. Are you going to go past the $65 amount, or are you just going to go slightly below so you're still going to get some sort of money instead of just losing the customer's interest? You're going to take that money, right? So maybe this time you would go for a 17, 27, a 47 and a 59. Instead of going over that $65 amount. And that way we know kind of what the customer is willing to spend. And if he's not willing to spend past a certain amount, there's no point in bringing your ego into the chats, trying to get the most amount of money possible. You know, just work with the customer. At the end of the day, they're paying your bills, they're paying the model, and they're paying the chatters. Now, I'm not saying if a customer spends for another 3 months, you can't test those limits. Of course you can. But as long as you're being mindful of what he's previously done and you're teaching the chatting team to be mindful, then you're going to make a lot more sales on the individual subscriber. However, this can also work in your favor, because what if a customer is willing to spend $150, $200 on the same PPV someone else would spend $20 on, right? You're losing out on a bunch of money by sending it for the $20. So if you can see, right, this customer has bought everything we've said to buy in the past, and now we can test our limits. And if he's buying those higher amount PPVs, it just means that you're going to be selling the content to that specific subscriber at the price that he is willing to pay for it. So the final tip I want to give to you lot is do not price the PPVs so low on the subscribers who have just come onto the account. For example, of course you want to get them used to spending. I'm not saying you don't price the first one, still between $10 to $20, whatever it might be. But if you're sending the more explicit videos for, say for example, under $30 or under $40, do you think the customer is going to have a very high perceived value of that piece of content? He's not. And literally the low price might make him not want to buy instead of buy. But if you're sending something at $150, right, and the customer believes that's what it's worth, he's going to be like, right, this video is going to be worth that amount, so I'm going to pay for it. Whereas if you are sending a 5-minute video, for example, $10, he might think, oh, this video is going to be trash. There's literally no point in me spending money on it. So you have to be kind of smart with it. You have to be strategic. You don't always want to be like, right, let me just get the cheap sales. Let me get the cheap sales. And you need to teach your chat team not to do this either. You want to keep the content premiumly priced, so the customer sees it as high value, and when he opens it, he's more likely to think, right, this is actually a high value piece of content. So when you sell something to him in the future, he's also more likely to buy it. So there you have it. If you've made it to this point in the video, there's no more second guessing your content pricing. And if you're a model watching this and you're tired of doing everything yourself, like creating content, chatting, posting, scheduling, whatever it might be, and you want us to help you scale your earnings, then DM me on IG LOOXSTN, and we can potentially see if we could help you out with that. And if you are wanting to start an OnlyFans management agency of your own, then go get my free guide on how to sign the top quality models for your agency and start your agency today. Take care.